Hey guys! Today we're going to be talking about clones. What? Hey, I know we're talking about clones and all, but I'm not talking about the Star Wars clones. I mean, those guys are cool, but we're not talking about those guys. Take them away. The clones that we're talking about aren't made of humans, but in almost the same way are created in a lab like the clones. Yes, they are both clones, but are probably both created using different technology. A clone is an organism that is an exact copy of another organism. This copy has the exact same structure of what it was copied off of. That means the DNA strands are exactly, and I mean exactly, the same. One way a clone can be created is naturally. A naturally created clone is otherwise known as a twin. A twin, is a clone. I mean, it's kind of hard to believe, but it is. So, to all you twins out there, you're really a clone of your sibling. Yep. But your day didn't get any worse than that. Just kidding. Take, for example, these two identical twins. They're almost exactly the same. But this is the difference between a lab and a natural-made clone. These naturally made clones, identical twins, are perfect. Lab-created clones are more accurate.
As you can see from this very sophisticated data, it's taken us a while to figure out this cloning stuff, ever since before 2000. I mean, we've gotten better technologies now, but we're super cool. Wait, what is that?
Let's take a closer look. Anyways, one way to make a lab-created clone is called artificial embryo twinning. This is the old way to make clones. This old way involves scientists cutting an embryo into two different parts, like an identical twin. Once created, they inject it into a subject, usually female. Well, only female. As you can see, these two beautiful cats, were both identical twins, by the way, were born by that lovely mushroom. Doesn't make sense, but because I'm making this video, I mean, it's gonna make sense. Anyways, because of that, these two are almost exactly the same, but this is a type of way to clone. The newest way to clone is called somatic cell nuclear transfer. This newer way to clone involves a scientist taking a somatic cell, which is basically any cell in the body, and also combining it with a embryo's DNA from the nucleus. This will make the embryo come back to life.
It's alive!
Now we inject it into a specimen and wait for it to give birth. Right next to me, you can see this laser shark that was born. This laser shark is a clone of not the thing it was born from, but from the cell donor. And if you're wondering why there's a laser attached to the head, well, that's just because lasers are awesome. And did I mention sharks are awesome? Duh. Yes, please check that in your mind. Like, double it for Cadis, okay? Because lasers and sharks go together. No!
Selfie!
What I learned in my project is, mostly about how clones are made, which is really weird. I mean, you'd think it'd be like, step into this pod and you're a clone, But no, it is totally different. Like, it takes, like, some real, like, chopping up stuff. I mean, yeah, science. I also learned more about clones, which you already know, but about how clones are made. Now that they're not, science fiction, but now they're real. I mean, we're not going to have Stormtroopers and clone troopers like, how you doing, Cadis? How you doing? But we're going to be cloning animals. I mean, hopefully sharks in the future, because sharks rule. I mean, yeah. Anyways, but that and also the time and technology it took to do this, it's pretty cool. I mean, you already know because I already told you, but You get the point. So my project, I started wondering about it whenever I started watching the Star Wars again for the 30th time. Well, because the new Star Wars is coming out, and then I thought about, oh, well, those are clones. Can we make clones these days? And then I heard about Dolly the sheep and how she was created. I'm like, okay, so let's learn about some clones, and that's how I was inspired for my project. Okay, what I'd like to learn more about in my project, cloning, is what will it take to clone humans? We're cloning animals right now, mammals to be specific. That way, we can get closer to humans, but it might take some extra time because we're kind of complicated more than other animals. I mean, we're entirely complicated. I mean, everything. So it's going to take extra time. So I'd like to learn how much time, what it would take, and what it'd do for us if we cloned a human. The things I did not like in my project were the fact of editing. Editing took forever. I'm not even kidding. It took almost 75% of the time it took me to make my project. And then it just took forever, and the voice acting was hard too, but it was fun. I mean, I was able to do the Illuminati.
Illuminati!
And then the thing I did like though was actually shooting the film. I mean, my studio is right here, and it's really fun, filming it all because it's really easy now. And I got to use raptors, velociraptors, and it was really fun. So I enjoyed this project. Thank you.